Hello and welcome to another 12-minute practice. Today we're going to work on balance, primarily standing balancing. So I'll get you to come up to your feet, open your feet about hip distance apart, and bring your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes and take a moment to acknowledge the land and its indigenous roots with honor and respect from where you practice from. Take a deep breath in and a sigh. Press firmly through the heels, the big toe mound to the baby toe mound. And as much as you push the feet apart, also imagine you're wrinkling the mat between your feet. Now gradually release your arms by your sides. Blink your eyes to open, and if you're not already, come right up to the top edge of your mat. Now to work our balance, we want to first warm up our lower body to support this balancing act. So as you reach up, inhale, grow long and tall. Hips back, forward fold, come down. Lift halfway, drop your hips, and step your left foot back into a lunge. Now I want you to push and pull off your front foot in this lunge. A little push and pull, and if you've got that block or prop nearby, bring the floor a little higher. You could also do this with your hand on your knee, although it can be a little bit harder pressure on your knee. Just a bit of movement for the ankle, then step forward and switch sides. Do the same on the other side. Slide and glide, waking up the muscles that support our stability, big toe mound to big toe mound. Now step forward, bring your hands to your hips, and come all the way up to standing position. The first pose I like to start with balance is Tadasana. Everything is formed from it. Tadasana is mountain pose, 2 feet firmly planted, outer line of the heel to outer pinky toe, a line. The distance between your feet is about 2 fists. You can measure that anytime you need to. This helps balance us firmly from one side to the other. Now you may find yourself swinging a bit to the outside. Sometimes that's the hip swing. Sometimes we just need to realign our center of gravity. I'm going to take your hands to your heart center, and from the top edge of your mat, shift your weight to your left foot simply by lifting your right heel. Circle the ankle just once or twice, each direction. Bend your left knee a little and step your right foot just to where you can touch your big toe behind you. Transition your hands to your hips so the hip isn't open, it stays closed. Roll onto the mound of your right foot and then press off it again. Now the common misconception in balance on single leg is that we lock the joint. Let's unlock it. Let's let the muscles above and below the joint do the work, because that's what they're there for. Now, as you push off and you feel the transition over your standing leg, you might keep your toes close to the floor if that just makes you feel better. Start to bring your heart down. Your eyes will transition with it, but bring your right leg up. Keep your hips squared. You're going to feel your left leg working an awful lot. Breathe for 3. You can go as far down as you feel steady enough to maintain a long line of balance. Now I've gone parallel to the floor. You don't have to go that far. One more breath. Then lift your head and your heart and land your right foot. Realign. Shift onto your right foot. Lift your left heel and do a couple circles one way and a couple circles the other. That just warms up the ankle joint itself. As you feel balanced over your right leg, squeeze your right glute in. Step your left foot back, even tip back onto the toe mound. Get tall, soften the front knee. Soft is not bent, but it's not locked. Now as you come forward, if you wobble a little side to side, this is a good thing. It means your vestibular system in your brain is working, in your inner ear is working. Get long first. Try not to fold like a jackknife, but lift your back leg. And the more the leg lifts, the more the heart will come down. In time for 3. Steady the gaze for 2. Left hip down, you're going to feel that right hip fire up. And then press, come up, land the feet, release the arms. Wonderful. And we're going to add on here, reach up, tap your fingertips, right arm underneath your left, catch opposite shoulder. Elbows up, you can open and close the elbows. Wait, let's close them. Bring the shoulders down, and then the backs of the hands together, eagle arms. Now bend your knees, shift onto your left leg, lift your right heel again, and come up and over for eagle legs. Hug your outer pinky toe to outer shin. Keep your hips squared forward as you can, and do your best to not lean forward here. That'll come into your back a whole lot. Stay tall. Think exhale, navel to spine. Like you're exhaling the core to connect and sit a bit lower. You can always touch your toes down if you need to anytime. Now we're going to take this eagle to fly. So I'm going to get taller. Spread your wings like Tadasana. Try not to put your right foot down, but extend it back behind you. Maybe touch to feel the leg get straight, and then fly. Breath in. Breath out. Sweep back up on your inhale. Knee up in front. Hands to heart center. Feet land parallel. Let's do the other side. Sweep up. Left arm underneath your right. Catch shoulders. Backs of the hands come towards each other. If they don't meet, keep them wide, but keep working them together. If they do meet, catch the upper thumb. The hands are close to the face, move them away, sit back. Like you're about to sit into a chair. Shift to your right foot, left leg up, and over. The higher you lift that leg, the further it will wrap. You can always touch the ground with your toes if you're feeling unstable. Keep working the lift and hug in. Elbows nice and high. This is great stability balance. Look past the wrist. Look at something that's not moving. Let's open the wings. Come back into a Tadasana tall stance. Stretch your left leg back and float forward. Touch down anytime to restabilize. Better to touch down, reset your length, than to go in compromised. Now bring the feet together, the knee up in front, and then the foot to the floor. Hands to your heart. We're going to add on again here. Every time we add on, we're going back to something we did. So we'll start from the top with the eagle. Go right under left. Shift onto your left leg, lift your right heel, right leg on top of left, hug in. Not here as long this time. It feels more familiar, more steady. Slowly open your wings, extend your tail, hinge forward. Now this time you'll bring your hands to your heart. Again, not here too long. And you're going to reach for a water bottle, a block, a prop, or the floor with your left hand. Bring it ahead of your pinky toe, so you're balancing down hand and foot, and roll your right limbs up. Now, I suggest looking to the floor for stability, and send your mind into your left big toe, and be light on your left fingertips. Remember, your left knee is unlocked. Now gradually bring your right fingertips and toes right down to the floor. We're going to come out this way, halfway lift, breath in. Forward, breath out. Let your head go, sigh if you need. Let the tension go. And then reach for the sky. Inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Go to the other side. Sweep up. Inhale. Left arm under, left leg over. And you can do things one at a time or simultaneously as you get more comfortable with this. This little sequence is really great to repeat many times. Think shoulders back, sit low. Open into your airplane. Let's fly this eagle. Open up, stretch out, and then soar. Eyes to one point on the floor. Slowly bring the hands together. If your block needs to shift, shift it. Hand comes to your block or the floor. Push out of the ground. So like a tree pushing out through its germination, through its original seed, and roll open. Reach the left leg higher. The left hand can be on your hip or reach way up to the sky, half moon. If you feel wobbly, if you fall out, fall right back in. And then bring your left limbs down to meet the floor next to your right. Halfway lift, big breath. Forward fold. Now press to rise, go all the way up. And hands to heart center. Now this next one, we'll shift onto the left foot. Send the right leg back into your Tadasana airplane. Bend your left knee and land into a lunge, which you'll sweep your arms up, and then land your back heel open to warrior two. Balance on 2 feet is equally as challenging as balance on one. Keep the knee open. Then we'll go out the way we went in. So I want you to brush your back leg, steer your hip forward, back heel lifts, don't twist the joints. Reach forward and step to the top of your mat. Hands to heart center. Shift to your right foot. Step your, let's actually first extend into our airplane. Bend your right knee, land way back, sweep up. And then open warrior two. Eyes over fingertips. See the big toe inside your knee. Brush your back leg. Sweep the hip forward. Heel lifts. Reach forward. Stand tall. Hands to heart. Take a deep breath in here. Toe heel your feet right together. And sigh. Your eyes closed, touch your knees together. Take a moment to honor your time, your energy, your commitment to balance, top, bottom, left, right, front, back, all of the ever-changing things in your world. Balance is a finite moment in time. It is not non-moving. Allow it to be a moving, breathing practice. Namaste. I look forward to seeing you again for another 12-minute practice.